Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous from Scratch series. Well, we're going to go out to the crater and we're going to gather some raw materials for a little bit. Sit down. Assist landing. It goes faster if you raise the landing gear. Assist landing. Assist alternate.
Landing gear deployed.
Yep, a little hard. Yeah, we had it there for a minute, and then it kind of went away. Assist down.
Low gravity warning.
Assist dart. Assist ship. Just do a little bit, something a little bit different. Sometimes that's the best thing to do. That's kind of where I'm at. At times, I just need to do something different. Okay. Change the distribution away from engine so it won't slide so badly. Let's see where the strongest signal now is. It's probably over here. Please look to the lower right hand corner of the video and press that subscribe button. We really need subscribers. YouTube requires that we have over 1,000 subscribers, and after 10 months and over 1,240 videos, we still have less than 200. So we need much more help than that. It's pretty much why I just do my normal gameplay and let you come along, because we don't get enough subscribers to really make it worth it. Take about 5 years to get any kind of support from YouTube, so it's not really worth that. YouTube allows you as the viewer to subscribe to 2,000 channels, but most are allergic to that subscribe button. So for me, it's not about the YouTube channel, it's just about my gameplay, and if you want to come along, that's great. Once upon a time, I tried to do different things, but we weren't. It just got to where it really wasn't paying off, so we do things different now. Now there are YouTube-like channels that don't have the extreme requirements, so we're checking some of those out. Competition is always a good thing, so YouTube needs some competition, that's for sure. Most of these media companies need competition, the way they've acted. Because I'm sure a lot of you are like me, being forced to do things doesn't play well, and eventually it'll bite you if you try to force people into doing things a certain way or believing a certain way or something like that. It doesn't work well. Underneath the video in the description, you see ways of donating. Also, you'll find our Patreon, and we have some free pages out there that will continue to have the sites that we're testing. We need to test some more sites too, more YouTube-like sites. I have a list of those that we're trying to work with. It's kind of slow. Maybe they're just overwhelmed by new content or something. But I just put a few videos out there and try to wait till their analyzing is done. But right now it's taking weeks, maybe months. So there's a lot of censorship going on in our world. that, or they shout you down. That doesn't go well either. It doesn't change hearts and minds when you're constantly being shouted down. People will turn against that. Underneath the video to the far left, you'll see our YouTube channel, GFM_RDG, where you'll find those over 1,240 videos. And lately, we've had a major spike in our viewership. Now, it's been toward our older videos, especially new users, because of Frontier allowing Epic Games to give away the Elite Dangerous game. So we got a lot of newbies that are playing, getting much more questions and in the comments, and I try to answer all the questions that are given to the best of my ability. I mean, I've only been playing for about 16, 17 months. I mean, it is a long time, but not as long as some. This game's been out for a decade. Now, it's been out for several decades, but in its latest form, for about a decade. I think I might have heard 8 years or something like that, but I've only been playing for over a year. I've been doing YouTube just starting at the beginning of 2020. We just have to collect materials, and then we move them using the material traders. We move things to the higher level, or higher rank of materials. And then we come out and collect again. we start getting away from the center, a lot of times I'll like, if there is a signal, I like to go back toward the center. And we'll wind up working our way out again too, because we're just chasing signals. And there's some stuff down there, and might be a crash site, or I don't really chase those. I have videos of skimmer and stinger kills, so you can check those out. So at once upon a time I did some of that, but I don't do as much of that anymore. But the main thing right now is just collecting materials between times that we unlock a engineer. And it tries to turn you in the opposite direction all the time. That's what it does. It's got these huge knobby tires on dirt, and it's trying to spin you all the time. So you're always fighting the steering. And the targeting can't stay on the target. There's a lot of issues. that I'm not extremely happy about. As you can tell, I'm not an apologist, never will be. The reason I'd like for them to make it more realistic and less about control. But like I said, everything is about controlling people nowadays. Now I'm using a VR headset. I use the Oculus Rift S. I'm told I'm soon to get the HP Reverb G2 because I pre-ordered it several months ago and they keep saying it's delayed. So someday I'll get it. Maybe. Sometimes I wonder. I mean, it's a good game. It's not a great game. Could be much better. If it was a little more realistic. But I don't think Frontier really cares if it ever becomes a great game. Because they're sure not trying. They'll act like they want to listen to the players, but then they really don't. It's just talk. They have a way they want you to play and they kind of force you into that gameplay. I'd rather see a little more realism. Instead of an obstacle course and pirate fantasy and just a controlling, a grind gameplay. But it's got some good points, but it definitely has some bad points. And how they nerf things. Like with mining, they've made mining to where the average player, it's very difficult to make anything by mining, like asteroid mining. You have to pretty much be an expert to make anything off of it, and they keep cutting down the profits that you can make, so then it's not as worth doing. And with Odyssey coming out, like I said, that's as of the recording of this video. You know, it might wind up coming out by the time that this video gets released. It's not going to have VR capability on space legs, only in the ships and the SRV. So I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it up in the beginning. I might wait. We'll see. I will. Price makes a big difference, and if I want to buy it or not. Because everything I play is VR. I like being immersed. So the Space Legs part doesn't sound as good to me because it's non-VR. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to even find rocks to shoot on our back sensor, and other times they're pretty plentiful. It's supposed to be a pristine planet, but sometimes they don't act pristine. The more spread out the signal is, the further it is away. So I'd rather pick some that are closer to, or in the direction of the center. Twofold. One to, collect the material, but two to get us back toward the center. And I'm about ready to end this video and start up another one later. Okay. I think I'm about ready to end this and start up another one shortly. So I appreciate you coming along. Find ways to help the channel. That would be really great, especially in the form of a free subscription. It doesn't cost you anything. Sure helps out our channel. And watch more of our videos at GFM_RDG. So until the next video, thank you for watching. Goodbye.